Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. We are on the downtown Paphos Promenade and Harbour area, and I'm going to take you with me into the harbour. Along the way, I'm going to introduce you some of my friends, and you never know, we might get to meet some new friends. Now, if you do fancy posing for a picture with a budgerigard or two on your head, this could be that man for you. Come over, cross his palm with a little bit of silver, and I'm pretty sure you will get a spectacality of a photo indeed. Look at the green one sitting up there. Wow, absolutely spectacular indeed. So, a few euros and you could be getting a great memory when you're in downtown Paphos. If you want a balloon for that little or perhaps that biggie in your life, there's girls strutting their stuff up and down the promenade and harbour area. They kick off at €5. If you want the sparkly ones, they are €7. But I'm pretty sure if you're buying more than two, you can negotiate a very good deal indeed. Now, if you come into the Paphos Harbour on foot, it's easy, isn't it? But if you're perhaps not in downtown Paphos and you're coming on a bus, when you come on that bus, you want to come all the way into the harbour, and right at the very end is the bus terminal, the brand new bus terminal in the downtown Paphos Harbour. Now, if you're coming from as far away as Coral Bay, for example, you're going to have to switch buses at two of the quays. That's the way it goes, and you're going to have to pay for that ticket twice. So what I suggest you do is buy a day pass at €6.50. At least then you can hop on and off that bus to your heart's desire all day long. Downtown Paphos Harbour, why they haven't put the lights on, I do not know, but there we go. It's a beautiful day, but the Gumbaru in charge should put the lights on. I'll have to have a word with him. I've got his number, and I'll phone him up a little bit later and say, come on, let's have a bit of spondoolies spent and let's get some lights on, because that's what the tourists want to see. Now, you may have noticed that there are some round objects, these things. If Miss Oching Booth was here, she'd be calling that small balls. And of course, just over yonder are some big balls. Anyway, I'll leave you to decipher that. The question is, are they better when they're full or when they are empty? Good question. Now, downtown Paphos Harbour is coming up, and right on cue, here is a balloon girl, and she's flashing like crazy, especially for EU. In the distance behind her is the King's Restaurant, an old traditional family business, 5 generations by the way. So they've been cooking for quite a while and serving for a long time indeed. So if they don't know anything about hospitality, there's not much hope for anybody else. And there's no doubt about it that it's packed to the rafters. Now, strutting his stuff down the Paphos Harbour is this gangster. Yasu, you all right? You're not working tonight.
I see you before I met you.
I know, I saw you. I think on the last video they heard the honk.
That's good.
Are you working?
No,
not today. Are you going to come have a drink afterwards?
yes, I can.
Yeah,
Go there.
10 minutes, I'll be there. See you in a bit. Yeah, 10, 15.
15,
Go and have a
20.
walk and come back. Yep, there we are. For those of you who recognise him, that is Marinos. Of course, he hangs out outside the Pelican restaurant. This just happens to be his night off. Anyway, back to the King's Restaurant. Look, back to the rafters. I've warned you many times as the summer season comes, if you want to get a table in these restaurants, either book it online, book it via the marikaandme.com website, or come down the day and make sure that you reserve that table. Otherwise, you are going to be very disappointed indeed. That's Prince Andreas. You all right, Gumbaro? You all right? Keeping well?
Please don't forget to subscribe and put the bell notifications on.
And we'll pay you a bit later.
Like, I don't take money.
Have you been busy today?
Every day.
Every day, that's what we like. I'm just telling people to make sure they book, otherwise...
No, in the evening they must 100% book.
Yeah, 100%.
In the evening we tell to people to go somewhere else because it's very busy.
Beautiful.
Every time book in the evening.
So if you do want a meal in any of these restaurants, but in particular the King's and Theo's and the Pelican, make sure that you book. Otherwise, you will be very disappointed. Next door is this little boy, and it's called the Pelican. And it's it's called Theo's. I apologise. I was sidetracked by this gentleman coming up to me. This is Signor Stefan. Yasu, you all right?
It's a pleasure to see you.
Now I can see you're busy. So have you been busy all day?
Depends.
Pretty much.
Let's be honest, you know.
Yeah, this time of year. I was just saying to Andreas next door, you've got to book. If you want a table at night, make sure you book. Otherwise,
always.
you can be disappointed,
Of
isn't it?
course.
Yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe to JV.
There we are.
Bye-bye.
So that's
You came a
Stefan,
little bit
and he will make sure you get a table. But like I say, in the summer season, please book it, especially if it's a special occasion. Otherwise, you are going to be very disappointed. And if you want to go and book onto a boat trip, well, you walk into this area, and that's where all the main boat operators are. If you want to go on the Wave Dancer, the Jolly Roger, you want to go on a fishing trip, the lights have come on, there we go. You want to go on the Blue Lagoon cruise, if you want to go on the big boy, which is the Ocean Vision. Now, I know a girl in downtown South Wales that's dreaming of coming to Paphos. In 20 days, she will be here. And on their final evening, they are going to board that big boy in the distance. And of course, that is the Ocean Vision. And of course, myself and the most beautiful woman in the world, Miss Oching, Cecilia LaBeouf, are going to board it with them. And we're going to take you guys and the camera live. Yeah. And I got a feeling that we might be giving something away. So don't forget to come back now and again to the little channel known as Marika and me. We've now strayed into the most famous restaurant in the world, definitely in the downtown Paphos Harbour area, and it's called the Pelican. And the girl in charge is this young lady here. She is known as Princess Addis. She's got spectacular hair. She's the hardest worker in the world, and on top of all of that, she is an absolute superstar. Princess Addis, how are you doing? You all right? Busy today?
A bit.
A bit?
Yes, please.
I've seen you running around like crazy.
Yeah, what to do? I'm trying.
Well, you have a good night, and I'll be back in about 10 minutes or so. If you want to find Mr. Paul, he hangs out at the Pelican restaurant, normally in the back of house. And of course, if you see an idiot in a blue hat smoking a cigar, more often than not, sitting next to me is the blonde beauty known as Miss Oching, Cecilia LaBeouf. Pull up a chair and let's chew the fat. A little bit like Sir Andy and Lady Sarah from in downtown Bolton. And you don't have to buy the whole table a drink. All you've got to buy is your own. Next door to that is the Gelalamo. The Gelalamo restaurant could be the greatest bistro in the world. And that's Prince Zeus. He's strutting himself. Kalispera Gumbaro. You all right?
How are you?
I think you're Bruce Forsyth. That's what he used to say. Nice to see you, nice.
Oh, yes, of course.
Busy?
Have a look.
Have a look. Packed to the rafters. Again, if you want a table in the summer season, book it or come down in the afternoon. Otherwise, you won't be getting a table. Correct? That is correct. And if you want an ice cream, you go to the back of house. And we're going to have a chat with Marios and see what he's got to say.
Best magic in the world, the Ormano. The best magic.
Best magic. Best magic in the world.
Not tonight.
Not tonight. We'll come and catch you.
Tomorrow. You're
Where?
from London.
Where are you from?
I'm from London, with
From
Darren Brown.
London.
Yeah.
Ah,
You can hear my accent and my perfect
slightly,
English.
yeah. So where's the magic tomorrow?
Tomorrow it's in London.
In London.
In
So
London.
you're flying home.
Flying home, back home.
Right.
To the magic circle.
Have a safe flight.
Thank you very much.
And we'll see you again. And you, sir, thank you very much indeed. So we're going to have a chat with Mario and see what he's got to say, if he's busy or not. Have you been busy tonight?
Good evening, Mr. Paul.
Are you busy?
We are very busy as always.
And as usual, you're always the best dressed man in
Thank you
Paphos.
very much.
There's no doubt about that. We're going to find you a wife one of these days. No, you don't want one.
I hope not.
No. What about if she's rich? Well,
No.
richer than you, because you're already rich. Richer than you. Yeah. Maybe.
We want her to be a good heart.
I mean, a good heart. That's what he wants. And if you've got a good heart, he is going to give you an ice cream that is quite simply to die for. Oh my God! Look at that one there, cheesecake. I'm coming back for some of that. Thanks, Marius. Absolute star at the Gelalamo little restaurant, right in the centre of the Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. There's one or two more to go on the block, so don't click off just yet. Let's keep going. This is the one that's known as Sail at the Castle. It's quite a big restaurant and it's pretty busy indeed. Packed to the rafters, in fact. And I keep stressing it and I keep saying it over and over and over. If you want to come to the harbour and you want to get a meal, please make sure that you book the table. Otherwise, you're going to be very disappointed indeed. The last one on the block, in the main event as we call it, is Steve's. Yes, Lord Tony. It is Steve's, not Stevie's. And of course a big shout out to our singing sensation, Lady Kerry. And look, Steve's is packed to the rafters yet again. There's the man with the greatest beard in the world. He's running round, but he's busy, so we've got to leave him alone. That's Dexter. And just over there, we've got Mr. Ooh La 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 La. That's a legend in downtown Paphos Harbour, and he's probably the most famous man in the world. Let's get a big hello from him. Busy, Mr. Ooh La La?
Guess what? You see this big family, yeah? They saw me on your YouTube channel, and they walked past me, and they start calling me Ooh La La, and I don't know what to say.
I was saying, most famous man in the world. That family obviously must watch the little channel known as Marika Me. They walked up to him and called him Ooh La 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 La. And I heard it just when I was outside the sale at the castle. We wish them a great, great evening at Steve's. And of course you could be joining and having a great, great time very, very soon indeed. We're going to keep on going because now there's not this, should we call it, black spot in the harbour. Now the harbour is complete because the final edition has finally opened, and of course it's this one, and it's the Ocean Basket. If you want to sit up in the rafters and feast your eyes and digest, or if you want to sit in one of these rather nice metal boxes that have been transformed into an eating paradise, this could be that place for you. And of course that's what you get to look at, which of course is the working Paphos Harbour on a spectacality of an evening indeed. So the Ocean Basket has finally opened. The second box has been fitted out. The third box they're working on like crazy. If you want a fish platter to die for, the Ocean Basket probably could be the restaurant that's waiting especially for you. Now, if you do like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe. Please don't forget to keep on coming back for that little bit more of our complete and utter madness as we take you on our travels in and around Paphos. And of course, want to go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform, because that's where you could gift us that coffee or two as a thank you, as a gesture of goodwill. And of course, you can also join us as a superstar member, starting off at only €10 a month. I'd like to say a big, big thank you to some of the guys that do. If your name is Lady Ali, thank you very, very much. Dayman, thank you very, very much. If you're a barn hawk, thank you very, very much. The list goes on and on. If you're a peacock with Mark right at the beginning and you're going to get yourself down to a 38 waist, I was going to say 36, but perhaps that's stretching the realms of imagination that a little bit too much. There will be a pair of trousers waiting especially for you. Perhaps if you're from downtown in Mansfield, yeah? Perhaps if your dad's name is Carl and your mum's name is Rebecca, yep, that must mean that your name is Viscount James. You could be walking in downtown Paphos Harbour sooner than you think. Why is that? Because coming very, very soon indeed, of course, is the brand new marikaandme.com website. And on there, you will have the opportunity to buy tickets for many, many competitions. But of course, the big boy will be the holiday giveaway. Yeah. So don't forget to keep coming back to the little channel known as Marika and Me now and again, and get the details as it comes online. This little area here, by the way, is where you walk in and get yourself a spectacality of a gift. All of the people in here, well, they're artists. That's the best way to describe it. They make everything by hand. So if you want some handmade jewellery, perhaps if your name is Lady Tracy, this is where you came and bought that work of art and paid €148 for it. Wow, but it is spectacular. But there's all sorts of little bits and bobs. If you want a trinket like a key ring, look at that, only €10. You don't need to be the richest person on the block to come and buy something in the Arts and Crafts Centre. Perhaps a candle. And I hate to say it, but Christmas is coming around very soon. Nikos is playing cat and mouse with us. You all right, Nikos?
I'm right. How are you?
What time are you closing in the summer now?
So I'll go up to 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, somewhere around there. 9:30, 10.
Yeah,
And what time do you open in the mornings?
10:30 in the morning.
10:30, there we are. So, if you want to come and see any of the stall holders...
Long day.
Long day. Yeah, it is a long day. So, please be nice to them. If you want a trinket, you can buy a trinket. These remind me of the olden times. Remember that? €15. And, of course, if you haven't got quite that much cash, you can buy a miniature one for only €4. Candles galore. And as I'm saying, I hate to say it, but Christmas is coming very, very soon indeed. And, of course, candles are pretty much the main events, aren't they? So perhaps pop in and see Nikos. His wife is here in the daytime sometimes as well. And perhaps get yourself that special candle or that lantern that you may be hanging outside on your front door. Now, if you want something unique, look at that. Pumpkins. Yep, you heard me correctly. Pumpkins. The girl, she harvests them, she prunes them, she strips them, she cooks them, and then she paints them especially for you. There's little and large in the background. Perhaps if you like things big, that could be the one for you. And most of these are standing to attention, although the odd one has got a little bit of limpness just in there. So, Evie is the girl in charge of the show, and I've noticed she's got some new additions. These are brand new, Evie, yeah?
Yes.
Look at this.
This brush.
So,
Painting brush.
hairbrushes that she has handcrafted the surface of, so perhaps it could be one that's waiting for you, and only €15 each. So remember, if you buy one, you take it back to your motherland, whenever you're brushing your hair, it doesn't affect me, I haven't got any, but if you're a girl, you will always be reminded of the downtown Paphos Harbour. Now, if you like a bit of yarn, see, you can actually go on a course with this lady. She's bugging off at the moment, but anyway, she will teach you on a 3-day course how to do that. And if you want to make that, you're going to need between 3 and 4 yarns at €20 a pop. So it's going to cost you €80 to make it. But if you don't want to make it, look, she's actually made some for you. So bear in mind the amount of money for the yarn, and bearing in mind the amount of time, and I'm pretty sure you will get a bargain or two. If you want some earrings, only €5 a pair. You see, you don't need to be a millionaire to come into the Arts and Crafts Centre in the harbour in downtown Paphos. We've got Miss Nikki, she's sitting over there, and she's probably one of the greatest artists in the world, but she happens to hang out in downtown Paphos. And you may have noticed she does like a lighthouse or two. So there's one, and there's another one. So don't forget, most of Nikki things are all recycled, and then she works her magic, and nothing goes to waste. Don't forget to mention the words Marika and me, and you never know, she might just chuck you out or give you a cup of tea. Next along the block is this one. Famous for some rather nice hats. See that? Felt hats. And look at the detail and the quality on these. Look at that. Wow. How much is that? Let's tickle it. There we are. Can you see the price? That's not bad, is it? For all of that work, that's not bad at all. If you want a necklace, there was a girl in here last time I was filming, she bought one of those, and she said to me that she'd seen it on our YouTube channel. So it does show you that slowly but surely we are getting out to people. And if I remember rightly, that was almost exactly the same as the one that she bought. Works of art in the downtown Paphos Harbour. But again, if you only want to spend a couple of bob, look, handcrafted leather little bracelets only at €5. Wow. Absolutely spectacular. So hopefully you've enjoyed my little tour of the downtown Paphos Harbour. Hopefully you'll keep on coming back for the madness that we bring you on the little channel known as Marika and me. I'm going to walk you up to the castle and perhaps pop into the Da Vinci and get myself a nice can of Coke and a rather nice crepe. Perhaps that's what you might fancy when you come to downtown Paphos. Thanks for watching, and of course hopefully you'll join me again very, very soon indeed, and hopefully you'll keep coming back to check what's going on the little channel known as Marika and Me. And remember to get ready for marikaandme.com, because it's going to blow your mind. We're going to be giving away the world, quite literally. Anything from a Mediterranean sea sponge all the way up to a wedding of your dreams. Thanks for watching, and of course I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon indeed.